parking lot indulgence.
Hi, welcome to this episode of Parking Lot Indulgence. Today I'm going to make a designated apple teeny. I got this recipe from the Oprah website. This is actually my original recipe. This is a recipe that I got from another website. So here I am going to make this designated apple teeny, a non-alcoholic mocktail. There I have the glass that I'm going to use. I have some blueberries for garnishing. Here is some simple syrup, edible glitter. Oh, right there I have an apple, a lemon, a knife, and there is my apple juice right there. I actually tripled the recipe. They called for 1/4 cup of apple juice, but I actually used 3 1/4 cups of apple juice so I can make a larger drink. And there is the ice in that container right there. I don't actually have a shaker. I'm planning on getting one. I want to make sure the shaker is a decent quality when I buy it. I'm not just going to get any old shaker. So I'm using that container right there for the shaker in the meantime. And here is a container of sugar, a measuring device, and a cutting board. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rim the glass with granulated sugar. Almost dropped it. Here's the rim glass. Next, I'm going to pour apple juice, simple syrup, and lemon juice into a cocktail shaker with ice. So I have the 1/4 cup of apple juice right here, 1 tablespoon of simple syrup, I have to use 3 because I tripled the recipe. So I actually have to use 3 tablespoons of simple syrup and lemon juice. One. 2. There's 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. Actually, I'm going to add the ice to this. Strain into the glass. Voila. Now I'm going to add the apple slices. Hold on, let me move this. Okay, so here's the finished product. An Appletini. Designated Appletini mocktail. And there's a piece of cake. I actually picked up that cake from the store. I didn't make it. And there's some blueberries. Well, I have my Appletini and my piece of cake. I'm just going to add a little bit of glitter to this. Appletini is really good, actually. It really does. It really tastes good. I can't eat a whole bunch of icing, so I'm not gonna mess with that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna basically have a moment of silence. So I wrote a book a couple of years ago. I know I've talked about this many times, but I wrote a book a couple of years ago called Living Around Dangerous Human Predators and How to Survive Them. And here's a book. It's starting to become a classic. I wrote this book a couple of years ago and it's still a classic. Um, it's okay to read old books. Old books still have knowledge in them. Like I said, all books should be new, like I said, when you read them, but it's still okay to go back sometimes and read an old book. I'm still writing the second part, Living Around Dangerous Human Predators and How to Survive in Part 2. I've been writing it for 2 years in a row, and I'm still writing it. It's not finished yet. So hopefully I can put that out soon. And I'm just going to read a couple passages from the book. Oops, dropped it. Let me see. What's a good rule in here? Rule number 46. If you're at an establishment, store, rental house, or hotel, and the people look unfriendly, stuck up, or ghetto when you walk in there, do not stay there or spend money there. If you are somewhere and people are treating you with disdain, they will try to put you in harm's way. Don't waste your time or money. Move along to another spot. Always get a smoking room if you smoke, or step outside on the balcony or patio, etc. Do not waste your time or money, because they will charge you the extra non-smoking fee with no shame if you are caught smoking inside of a non-smoking room. Most non-smoking fees are $200 or more. Always pay for hotels in cash and give them as little information about yourself as possible. Do not try to use your home address, your real phone number, or other personal information a predator could steal. Use a secret code name or your initials. Use an ID card with your virtual mailbox address on it or a passport. If they require a debit or credit card, make sure it is not a bank card. Make sure it's a prepaid card, and always ask for a receipt. Lastly, never check into it or leave a hotel without your anti-spy device. That's very important. People spy a lot. They have hidden cameras. Look it up online. I've saw it all over Inside Edition and things like that. People spy. So always carry anti-spy device. I've been saying this for a long time. Don't just check into a room and think that nobody's watching you. People are always watching. They're watching in the parking lot. There's cameras all over the place. They can see who you're entering the hotel with and leaving with. So people are reckless. Sometimes they're not discreet when they doing their business, and they just reckless. Like, people are always watching. There's people watching on cameras. They can see who you're going in the hotel with. They can see who you're leaving with. They can plant cameras, all types of stuff. So always be careful when you're going to a hotel. That's rule number 46 of living around dangerous human predators and how to survive them. Let me see another rule in here. What a refreshing mocktail. That was good. Cheers. Now, another rule. Let me see. Rule number 50. Do not show predators any explicit pictures of yourself. Be aware of photographers wanting to offer you free photo shoots, okay? Now, sometimes there are photographers out here that want you to take pictures of explicit pictures of yourself, and they won't charge you. Think about the level of exploitation that you will be exposed to if you do that. That's not safe. If someone is quick to want to take all of your pictures, especially nude or half naked ones, for free, run like your life depends on it. It is life threatening. Lingerie and nude photographers are some of the biggest predators in the world. They will tell anyone that they look good or have a nice body, even overweight people. They will exploit overweight people too. So they can sexually exploit the living daylights out of you. You do not need to show the entire internet or a photographer your body. Do not sign a modeling contract during your crisis or allow any photographer to take explicit photos of you. If you are not being abused and you think that you are ready for the brutal modeling industry, go right ahead, but be safe. If you can do whatever you want with your body. If you want to take explicit pictures, go ahead, but you might want to be careful, because if you're not trying to do that for the rest of your life, you don't want to do that, okay? Because those pictures will last forever. People will keep them. Research your photographer first. Even some of the wealthiest photographers or camera guys are low life, greedy pimps. Don't just let some random person take a bunch of explicit pictures of you. It is extremely unsafe. Predators will hold on to your nudes or bikini photos for an entire eternity. They will look at you like you're just one of the girls or boys if you're into that. That, my friend, is the beginning of human trafficking and a lot of bullying. The more sexually exploited you become, the more people will want to buy you, sell you, and own you like a piece of property. These days, taking sexual pictures for a photographer or a random person isn't much different than selling sex at a brothel. By the time they finish pimping you, you might end up there. So, if you care about your life and your future, why in the world would you take a naked picture for someone unless that's what you want to do for the rest of your life? I wouldn't recommend it. Like I said, that's rule number 50 in living around dangerous human predators and how to survive them. I wrote this book from scratch. I didn't cap. I don't steal. I don't plagiarize. All of this is written from my own knowledge. I'm not dumb. I been there, done that, been in the streets. I have a lot of street smarts. I have way more street smarts than book smarts. I don't have a lot of book smarts, but I know how to write a book based on my street smarts. So, like I said, that's not safe, okay? If you're looking for a shorty that's gonna keep you sane, a badass bitch that won't leave you in the rain, chilling in my hotel, smoking Mary Jane. You need a hoe that ain't vain to be your mate. If you're looking for a shorty that's gonna keep you sane, a badass bitch that won't leave you in the rain, chilling in my hotel, smoking Mary Jane. Ain't vain to be your mate. Every time I need a nigga, they act like they gotta cheat. They can't handle being a gangster in the street. I'ma be a badass bitch in your hotel suite. I'ma ride you up and down to the beat. You make sure I eat. You make sure I stay sweet and I'ma be your treat. You don't want anything less than a dime. All them hard mountains that you gotta climb, daddy. Sometimes I can't do it all alone. You don't need a hoe that always wanna groan. I need a nigga to respect me. Not one that's gonna get blood on my teeth. Not one that's gonna make me OD. If you looking for the right one, I am the daddy. I'm me. Protect you from flying debris, daddy. I don't ever wanna have to break your heart. Want you beside me and don't ever depart. If you looking for a shorty that's gonna keep you sane, a badass bitch that won't leave you in the rain, chilling in my hotel, smoking Mary Jane. You need a hoe that ain't vain to be your main. If you looking for a shorty that's gonna keep you sane, a badass bitch that won't leave you in the rain, chilling in my hotel, smoking Mary Jane. Uh, Thank you for tuning in to Parking Lot Indulgence. Stay tuned next Friday. Friday, every Sunday, I'm going to be back out here making another mocktail. Thank you.